What is going on, Washington Commanders Nation? We are back with another video. In today's post-game video, we're getting into the game from tonight where the Washington Commanders win 13-5 on the season, moving on to next week to play the Detroit Lions in Detroit. But guess what? That's not the focus now. We just went on the road and beat the Buccaneers. This 5-kid special, and at some point, you got to stop counting them out. The Washington Commanders get it done in Tampa Bay and beat the Buccaneers 23-20 in a great game. It was a great game all night. 20-20 came down to a Zane Gonzalez field goal. Zane Gonzalez hits the upright and it bounces in. We got lucky, but we did it. We won in Tampa Bay and we are moving on. We're going to look at some stats right now. Jaden Daniels is him. Jaden Daniels is him. And I'm not trying to glaze him or be... really glaze him like Collinsworth, but it's just true, man. This guy it's his rookie year. I mean, he's already doing this. It's insane what this guy's been doing. Let's get into some stats. Jaden Daniels, 24 of 35, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns. Amazing. Jaden Daniels leads the rushing as always. 13 carries, 36 yards, 2.8 on average. I thought the rushing was horrible tonight. B-Rob didn't look very good. Eckler was all right, 8 carries, 27 yards. Robinson, 10 carries for 16 yards. The running game was pretty bad. Receiving, Terry McLaurin leads with 7 receptions for 89 yards, 1 touchdown. De'Ami Brown, 5 receptions, 89 yards, 1 touchdown. And Austin Eckler receiving 3 receptions for 26 yards. Zach Ertz, 2 receptions for 23. The defensive side of the ball was all right. It wasn't bad. We were able to stop the run. We were able to stop Bucky Irving. That was the big key going into this game. Could we stop the run? And we did, to a certain degree. And you had Bobby Wagner, 5 tackles. Lattimore, 4 tackles. He got burnt by Evans the whole game, but it ended out pretty good. Jeremy Chin, 3 tackles. Frankie Louvu, 3 tackles. Armstrong with a sack. And Wagner with a fumble recovery. I mean, it was just great. And the defensive side of the ball, here we're going to get into it. Baker Mayfield completing 15 of his 18 pass attempts, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. Irving, 17 carries, 77 yards, completely shut down, no touchdowns. Baker Mayfield, 7 carries, 23 yards. Rachaad White, 1 carry, 1 yard. So we shut down that rushing attack of those 2 guys. We shut it down. And so that was great. 7 receptions, 92 yards, 1 touchdown for Mike Evans. 2 receptions, 41 yards for McMillan. Shut him down. And he's been doing very good. Cade Otton, 2 receptions, 32 yards. Bucky Irving, 2 receptions, 1 touchdown. I mean, it's just amazing. Antoine Winfield, 5 tackles. Levante David, a sack. And you really had nothing else from their defense. I mean, this game was insane. Like, Jaden Daniels, once again, put the team on his back to win this game. Like, I mean, he's just laughing on the field. He's laughing on the field. Like, it doesn't bother him. He's not like us fans getting all scared, worried, nervous. He doesn't care. He's just out there to have fun, and he's laughing, and he just wants to win us football games. And so it's great to see us being now 13-5, moving on to Detroit next week, beating the Buccaneers 23-20 in a game that we got out of the gates fast. The defense looked good. The offense looked good pretty early. And Terry McLaurin was very, very good. I said earlier this week, if we can get Terry McLaurin involved, we're going to win this game. Brian Robinson Jr., the run game in general was putrid, awful. I don't want to see B-Rob. I don't want to see him out there. Chris Rodriguez Jr. was inactive, was labeled as inactive before this game, and I wondered why. He's the guy that's going to get stuff going in the run game. Why is he inactive? I couldn't figure that out, and I still can't. The run game was terrible. Zach Ertz was all right. De'Ami Brown, man, you are a legend. And you might have just gotten yourself signed for next year because he stepped up in this game and he caught a bunch of balls. He got a touchdown. He had, I think, maybe like 110 yards. He really stepped up today. The best game of his career in the biggest game of his career. Great job, De'Ami Brown. Great job to you. Zacchaeus was all right. Crowder was all right. They're both dealing with injuries. The O-line. The O-line was pretty putrid. It was pretty terrible. I mean, you saw Wiley getting cooked by Vita Vea almost every time. Wiley had a penalty as well. Brandon Coleman was getting burned on a lot of plays as well, but it was enough for Jaden Daniels to hold on. You know, Jaden Daniels, he doesn't need anything else but himself. He's just going to make plays happen. He's just going to make magic happen on the field no matter what he's playing with. And he's literally made this team in contention for the NFC Championship. And I know there's not a lot of people who think we're going to win next week, but Jaden Daniels, anything's possible with him. I'm truly starting to believe that. And so we just came out there ready to fight. We just came out there ready to play, and it was a great game. And it fills you with joy and happiness. And I'm so excited that we won that football game. I cannot believe we won that football game. I mean, I predicted us 27-24 earlier this week, but during the game, it kind of, at times it felt like the Buccaneers were going to win. And then you get that forced fumble, the Baker Mayfield, the handoff to McMillan that didn't work. And it's like, okay, well, we punch it in here and we're looking solid. And, there was times where we were at the 1 or 2 yard line and we could not score. So I thought we were really, really cooked on that. But we were able to score at the end, get to 20 points, and then, you get the field goal, you get the doink. You get the Zane Gonzalez doink and in. It's unbelievable, man. I thought he might have missed that, but he didn't. And we knock the Buccaneers out at their home stadium. Guys, they beat the Lions. They beat the Eagles. They beat a lot of good teams this season, and we just knocked them out. It's hard to believe that, I know, but we just knocked them out. This Washington Commanders team, who was 4-13 last year, is playing in the divisional round. We won a playoff game. And I know I can't say that a lot. I've never seen us win a playoff game. I've seen us play one playoff game in my life. That's it. We won a playoff game. It's absolutely insane. Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn, Adam Peters, I love you. Josh Harris, I love you. They've truly brought magic to this team. And we will be playing on Saturday, we'll be playing on Saturday night at Detroit. It's going to be a tough one. But let's not focus on that. You guys know I'm going to have the game preview out on Friday. So we're not going to worry about that right now. We just beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Get hype. Because this is what it's all about. Jaden Daniels is what it's all about. Like next year, we might have 6 Sunday night football games. We might have 3 Monday night football games. And we might have 2 Thursday night football games. This guy is insane. He's drawing people from all over the world to watch this Commanders team. Like, he is truly building something special. And wait till we get him a running back where he doesn't have to do everything in the run game. Wait till we get him an O-line to open up gaps where he can run through, to block for him, like Jalen Hurts has. I mean, imagine if Jaden Daniels was on the Eagles. They'd be the best team in the league by far. No one can disagree with that. That's how much better Jalen Hurts is, or that's how much better Jaden Daniels is than Jalen Hurts right now. And this is his first playoff game. His first playoff game in a loud atmosphere like Tampa Bay. In a very loud atmosphere. Like, this guy is better than Justin Herbert in the playoffs right now. Jordan Love, CJ Stroud as well. He's already doing better than these guys. He's a rookie. Like, we treat him like a veteran. And it's just by default because of how good he is. But this guy is truly something special, man. Like you cannot forget that. I mean, this guy is going to win us 2+ Super Bowls in the future. You better believe that. I mean, man, if the Bears would have picked Jaden Daniels, ceiling would have been up here for them. Really high for them this year. But no, Caleb Williams was the wrong pick in the NFL draft. I'm sorry, Bears fans. I'm sorry, but he was the wrong pick in the NFL draft. This guy, number 5, is legit. He's legit. I mean, how many times this year have we had a game come down to the wire and Jaden Daniels clutch up? I mean, it's like, it's every game at this point. It's every game. There's a final score at the end for the Washington Commanders. The Eagles game, the Cowboys game with Marcus Mariota, the Cowboys game with Jaden Daniels and Terry McLaurin, where Zane Gonzalez missed the extra point, or no, Austin Seibert missed the extra point. We should have won that game. The Falcons game, the Bears game. I mean, it's just every week he brings joy. Like, dude, we were 4-13 last year. We already won a playoff game this year. I mean, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. It's unseen. And everybody everybody's talking about Washington's back. Washington's back. We are. I mean, this is insane. This is insane. And it's unbelievable. We just won a playoff game. Like, can you get that in your mind? It's truly amazing what Jaden Daniels has done. And this whole team, for the matter. This whole team. I mean, Terry McLaurin really stepped up. Like, he had like 79 yards, really stepped up. De'Ami Brown, you're a young guy. You've really underperformed. You've gotten a lot of hate. And you stepped up tonight and you did well. Zach Ertz, you did all right. Austin Eckler, you were a big part of today's game, I'm not going to lie. B-Rob, you're going to have to figure some things out. You were really good at the start of the year. You're not very good now. And you're going to have to get back up here to stay on the Washington Commanders next year. Because I can tell you right now, we need a running back. We need a running back bad. Like, all the pressure is on Jaden Daniels. All of it. All the pressure is on Jaden Daniels. And he just puts the team on his back and he just says, all right, I'm going to go win another football game. It's unbelievable what this guy's doing. It's unbelievable what this guy's doing. We just beat the Buccaneers 23-20 in the playoff game. In my first ever playoff win with the Commanders. Like, it's just insane. It's like the loyalty that we gave to this team last year when they were 4-13. We stuck by this team's side. And you just get you get rewarded for it. You get rewarded for the loyalty that you gave. It's truly something special in Washington, and it's not to take for granted. I mean, this whole staff, this coaching staff, this owner, this GM, this quarterback, this team is amazing. I mean, just imagine what we're going to be able to do in one offseason. The free agent, Adam Peters, you don't even want to mess with him. The draft, Adam Peters, that's a whole nother level. I mean, what? You could realistically be looking at a Super Bowl next year with this team. And I'm not lying when I say that. I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but you could be looking at a Super Bowl next year with the way that 5 is playing right now, with the eyes that 5 is drawing right now. Jaden Daniels is something special. Get that into your head. If I had to say one more thing tonight for the post game, Jaden Daniels is him. He puts the team on his back. He's the top 5 quarterback in the league already. This is his first playoff game, guys. Man, wow. Get used to it. That's all I got for right now. Hail to the Washington Commanders. You heard all my post-game thoughts right here, right now. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hail to the Washington Commanders. I'll probably have a video tomorrow. But for right now, it's going to be it. Peace out.